Oh my gosh, you have a aquatic paradise back here.
The day we finished it, 5:30 the next morning, she was not in bed. She was out here in her headlamp planting.
So that's what a pond looks like right when it's done, and then when a gardener takes over, this is what it looks like. Wow. Okay, go ahead. I double dog dare you. You know what those things are called, right? Hot peppers. Oh, he didn't believe me. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You didn't tell me it was this unique, buddy.
Surprise!
I have been in this business for 28 years, and I have never heard koi referred to as teenagers. They need something to do, and that's where rock and gravel come in. Didn't he tell you we were vlogging?
I don't even think I know what vlogging is.
Okay, yeah. Sammy, tell this nice lady what vlogging is.
Well, vlogging is where you go around and video stuff and put on YouTube and...
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, all right.
I'm the pond guy, Greg.
Greg?
Greg.
Greg.
Here, look, I'll show you. I'll show you who I am. Greg the pond guy. That's my YouTube channel.
Yeah, we love your magazine.
Oh, okay, there you go, magazines.
Yeah.
Do you know what a magazine is?
Yeah.
All right, how long have you had this pond?
Well, this is our 3rd year anniversary, actually.
Oh, very nice. Oh my gosh, you have a aquatic paradise back here. That would be what I would call lettuce heaven. You are obviously a master gardener. Or either that or your husband. I'm gonna guess it's probably you.
I like to garden.
You have a green thumb.
The day we finished it, 5:30 the next morning, she was not in bed. She was out here in her headlamp planting.
It is the ultimate garden because it's always changing and there's so much things you can do with aquatic plants.
People ask me all the time, what's more difficult, water gardening or regular gardening? I think water gardening is easier actually than anything because you don't have to water it.
You don't have to water it.
You fertilize it, you get in and make
less weeds.
Yeah, you know, once a week maybe. So I would say that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
This is truly spectacular. What a great property. How long have you lived here?
Dan's lived here for 20 years.
Okay.
I've been here for about 10.
Okay. So this was your idea? I'm assuming the gardener?
Yes, I've been doing water gardening for 25, 30 years. And he's always been a fisherman, so it kind of was a perfect marriage, right?
Hey, that's right. So he likes it too then?
He loves it. And as a matter of fact, this is the first time his brother has come to see him since I've been with him.
Yeah.
So, what, 11 and a half years actually.
Uh-huh.
Came up this last weekend, lives in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. He's a fisherman too, and he was up early every morning feeding the fish.
It's addictive, isn't it? I would imagine that you've spent some time in those chairs.
Actually, I like the little bench.
The bench?
Closer to it, gives me more proximity to the fish.
So cool. It's just absolutely spectacular. You have some pictures to show me?
Well, actually, this is a book that we had during the pond tour. It kind of tells you how things started.
I never caught your name.
Oh, Julie.
Julie, the pond guy, yep.
We started with, okay, I baited him with the rock, right?
Yeah.
So here's the rock, which is right behind you.
So you had this rock already?
No, I bought it.
Okay.
I bought it and I said, okay.
You know it's going to be a cool chick when she buys rocks and shows you, okay, figure this out.
Yeah.
This is the
So
rock.
this rock is part of the waterfall?
It's actually in the landscape right there.
Oh, right here. That is a cool rock, and I love you have sedums growing in it and butterflies flying around. It's gorgeous. Okay, so that rock,
And
yes.
tarragon really isn't in the right place, but it keeps coming back, so I leave it there because we love tarragon.
Okay.
So
that would be what?
this is tarragon right here. Wonderful herb. So we had some this weekend on steak.
Oh wow!
This
So
is
this
how it was
is the
before.
before picture.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
So Roye came in and did his magic. He kind of laid it out, and the guys showed up to start excavating.
We did expand the patio right here to accommodate for fire pit.
Yep, yep.
So we got a couple pictures of that. We did that first. You can see an outline right here of the pond.
Yes.
Going out in here.
A little shadowing. Yep.
There we go.
There's
Shelled out.
Yeah,
And we
nice
got
ledges.
Setting the skimmer, getting it in.
Nice. This is the 20 steps right here personified. It's pretty neat. How long does this process take?
Probably a little over a
A
week.
little over. The patio took a little bit extra.
Yeah. But the pond itself was a week for you and your two guys?
There was 4 or 5 guys here. 5 guys. Starting to gravel it.
Yeah.
Put in some caves. We love those caves.
The fish caves, yes.
Yeah, fish caves. We got one back here. The one over there, one over here.
So there's the fish caves, just like that. That's what a pond looks like rocked in. So that's what a pond looks like right when it's done. And then when a gardener takes over, this is what it looks like. Wow.
3 years later. This yerba manza and the waterfall started off with one tiny little plant.
That's really nice how it just flows down with the waterfall.
It loves flowing water.
It's called manza?
Yerba manza.
Okay.
And it's actually a medicinal plant.
There you go. You can smoke it. Don't smoke that. Julie, what I love about what you've done here is it's not just the different types of plants, it's the textures. Just look at how she's done this. I mean, from the deep greens to the purple loose stripe, the purples to the yellows to the variegated sweet flag grasses. Herba Manza, you can't smoke it, but you can chew it. How cute this is. It's the little touches. We love when gardeners love on our ponds because it looks so much nicer. Now, how did you guys actually meet? It was through a neighbor, I heard. Is it the people back here?
Yes, Mark. They've known each other for a long time, so we did some work with Mark. And
The guy over there, Mark, built his own pond?
Yeah, built his own pond. Didn't have a skimmer, didn't rock it in, was having issues.
Yep.
So I will go see it in a little bit, but I came out, installed a skimmer, rocked it in, put on a little wetland filter on it.
Yep. And you had seen that, or how'd this happen?
well, he knew that I had ponds too, so we just talked about building a pond over time.
Yeah.
Then he told us about Roye, and we decided to go for it.
So you had ponds in your previous homes?
My previous home, I've had ponds for 25, 30 years.
Wow. So is this your first aquascape ecosystem pond?
Absolutely. It's my first time for koi, first time for this kind of ecosystem. I mean, I always built my own ponds before.
Yes.
So I never had a skimmer. I just had a little waterfall.
Uh-huh.
But this is so much better because the water is so much clearer.
Yes.
This process.
Well, it works with Mother Nature, not against her, and it's a whole process, 20 products and 20 steps. And what do people say that come to your house for the first time? Because they're not expecting to see this.
No, they're overwhelmed. I think I probably saw more first reactions during the tour that we had just after the 4th of July this summer.
Was that part of the Kansas City Water Garden Tour?
Yes.
Kansas City Water Garden Tour. And one that sticks to me is a couple of girls, ladies that came to the gate when we had them come in. They said,
Uh-huh.
oh my gosh, this just gives me chills. So they really enjoyed it. Everybody seemed to really enjoy the layout and just how it all came together.
Good job, Roy. So here's what most people have, grass in their yard, and here's what an aquascape ecosystem yard looks like. Are you kidding me? Well, they've got a lot of water lettuce, and I asked her about the water lettuce, and she said two things. One, they sometimes have a heron, and this protects the fish, and two, it's all part of the filters. All of these plants get their nutrients right out of the water, so you can see the roots here, and so the fish nibble on the roots take the nutrients out of the water, and it's just all part of the ecosystem. But if you want to talk about naturalizing a pond, just look at this. Look at how that's just softened up, and I love how it just flows there. It literally flows like the waterfall. It just goes right up and through it. That's a classic water plant. That is parrot's feather, and that is hardy up until zone 6. Zone 5 is touchy if you got an easy winter, but look at how it just flows. That looks natural. And this is the wetland filter. So up here, the water gets pumped, flows through the wetland filter, and flows back downstream, and it looks like this. This is just spectacular. The whole thing obviously has all of the little touches, Who's not gonna wanna come out here and walk around when it looks like this? Look at the yard. The yard is not that big. Very boring, very uninteresting. If you got kids, great. If you don't, why have that stuff? Purple loose stripe, it's okay in a backyard like this, but you don't wanna let it get into the waterways because it can become invasive. This is just great. I even love the little moss garden you have over there in one of the bowls.
I know. I picked that. I love moss.
You know what? I can still walk up these stairs, but look at how much more enjoyable it is when you have little decorations. So this is the ultimate master bedroom. You walk out this door, and this is what you see. Oh my gosh. Spectacular. I had the hands of an artist, and I love my art. And if you don't call this art, I don't know what you would. And you know what? I want more people to be inspired to live the aquascape lifestyle, and we want more people inspired to become artists. If you're interested in a career with water features, we hire for attitude, we train for aptitude. We're always looking for guys to be certified aquascape contractors and foremen who actually want to go out and create art in people's yards. We'll put a link to Aquascape Inc., our website. There's always career opportunities, but I truly do love my job, and it's because I love my art and I love changing people's lives. And it's fun for me to see what people like Julie have done with their yards when they come and they add their art with all the decorations. I truly do love my art. Okay, go ahead. I double dog dare you. You know what those things are called, right? Hot peppers. Oh, he didn't believe me.
Tell him that's because I have strawberries at home.
Yeah.
So we are just walking over to the neighbors, right, Roy?
Yes, going over to Mark Wood.
So we just left Julie's house, and we're going to where her inspiration was. For you anyway, because she's a long-time water gardener, but a first-time Roy one. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? You didn't tell me it was this unique, buddy.
Well, surprise.
That's really cool. This is a pretty eclectic dude, huh? Wow. I can honestly say I was not expecting this. Very unique. Wow. You know, this is cool too because you see things live just as I do on this channel. So the next door neighbor of Julie's that we just walked over to, he's also got a lot of lettuce and a lot of lilies. In fact, the lilies need to be divided. You can see they're actually raising up below. But the coolest thing is there, so what's the story behind this wall?
Basically, it's a water wall. When I came and got involved with Mark, basically there was no rock, no plants. It was those falls and a black hole.
So he built this himself, huh?
He built that himself.
Are there biological filters up there?
No, just basically return. So I've added a skimmer, which is behind me.
Yep, I see that.
And then, which is kind of hidden over here, we added a wetland filter.
Oh, okay, so there's your filter.
And back in the corner.
Yep, I can see the waterfalls.
And we actually dump a downspout in, like in the
Keep
summer.
it topped off.
Yeah, keep it topped off.
So he built this on his own, and then you came in and retrofitted it with the filtration system and then rock and gravel, which is part of an ecosystem. So explain how rock and gravel works to those people that might have an existing pond but don't have rock and gravel.
Basically, a couple ideas behind rock and gravel is one, it gives place for the bacteria to colonize. Helps one also cover the liner. But the biggest thing is koi being bottom feeders. It gives them, I tell people, koi are like teenagers. If you don't do something, give them something to do on Friday night, they will find something to do. With rock and gravel, they have something to do.
You just heard it. I have been in this business for 28 years, and I have never heard koi referred to as teenagers. They need something to do, and that's where rock and gravel come in. That's a good one. I might use that again.
Please do.
Got a big elephant ear here, taro. Look at that. Look at the size of this plants. Man, it's got a lot of plants in here. Very cool. And look at this window. That's what's the coolest thing. I think the location of this, with this hardscape right next to it, you can tell that the chairs are set up right here just to look over this. Why would you not want to look at that? Really cool. So there's your wetland filter back there. Can't even get to it from here, and it's just filled with plants that will just keep the water clear, huh?
Yep.
That is really cool. So unique. There's the back. So it's just a standard wall. There's the wetland filter filled with plants, and then here's how that wall works. Just some pipes going up to the back. Really, really cool. What is this, some sort of an iris?
Yes.
Iris blooming there, or will be blooming. Well, this is exactly, Roy, why we like to say every water feature is a unique work of art, one of a kind custom creation.
Yep.
And guys like you and me, we truly do love our art. Hey, if you like this stuff, please share these videos so more people can see what living the aquascape lifestyle is all about.